I used to come downtown to skate in the 90s, and it was deserted, empty, perfect for skateboarding because no one would run you off. Our building burned down in 2009, and we had to relocate, so I chose a spot on Kemper Street temporarily, and then I was driving home through downtown, and I saw a for lease sign on Main Street, and I stopped and looked in there, and I'm like, that's where I want to be, and then signed the lease a couple months later. Having a skateboard shop, when kids break a board or they come to get a new one, they often leave their old skateboard decks. And I would have piles of boards sitting in the back room, and I would throw stacks away every couple weeks. I'd be throwing boards in the trash. I had made just a basic keychain. It was a little stick you could hold in your hand made out of skateboard decks. And I had a friend who's a graphic designer, and he would always stop by, see what I was making, see what was going on. And he was like, oh, that's a really cool thing you've got. What does it do? And I was like, it's a keychain. He's like, you need to make it do something, make it more accessible to people that don't skateboard. So we tinkered with ideas, a couple different prototypes later, ended up with a bottle opener. And people said, oh wow, you should sell that. People were buying them in the shop, so I decided to open an Etsy store, and I put the bottle opener on there, and I started getting sales, and blogs were featuring it, and then I just did the bottle opener for a while, and then new things just started to happen after that. I started making things in the shop with a handsaw, and then I used a jigsaw to cut items out. I didn't go out and buy a whole wood shop right away or buy a new saw. It was a slow, gradual process. If I want to make this, but I don't have the right tools for that, so I need to investigate and find out how to make that and what tools I need to buy. It's interesting because skateboards mean different things to different people. Sometimes you go on an epic trip out of town and you break a board and you'll hang it up in your room because you want to remember that trip, or you won a contest and you did it on a certain board. So all the decks that I gather, they have all these memories stored inside. So it's kind of cool to turn them into something else. I'm Jeff Gray with Scene3, and you can find me in downtown Lynchburg, where the makers are.